One second, guys. I'm having some technical issues. Oh, you know what I did? I rearranged some stuff. That's what I did. Silly me. I should stop that. I shouldn't rearrange stuff. So let me just switch over to this one, even though this isn't the one I wanted to use today, but I'll use it anyway. So greetings, everybody. Greetings and salutations. I'm Scott Allison, and this is Beyond 280. Hello, Midwest. Hello, Dr. Elo, and whoever else is going to show up. I did post this in the guild, and specifically wanted to talk about my show a little bit and talk about the relaunch I am in the middle of, and what does that exactly mean. So I posted on Facebook a few days back that I've been going through a lot of stuff, a lot of busyness in the household, specifically with the children, or the kids. They're not children anymore, but they are my kids. Being busy coming up towards the end of the year, towards the end of the school year, into the summer, and also wanted to talk. I also talked about my dog. Well, I have two dogs, and one of them, his name is Nucky. He's a Dachshund Beagle mix of some kind. I'm not really sure, but we've had him for a while. He's about right around 8 years old, and we think that he has cancer. And it's in his nasal passages, and so been dealing with a lot of that over the past few weeks, and it's been really, really difficult because I work from home, and I'm at home with this dog all day long, and he's having problems, and this has been really, really tough on me, just kind of emotionally, because he's a member of the family. As you know, if you've got pets, you know how this is. They become just another member of your family. And so what that's done to my content creation, it's just all of this combined is really a perfect storm. That, not to mention work. I do hold down a full-time job. I like to call them my corporate overlords. And that's been taking up a lot of my time. So my days are filled. My evenings have been filled. And then I'm dealing with the stress of my poor puppy, my poor Nucky. But I've decided, and this is this stream right here is a love letter to the Creators Guild. And if you don't know for anybody who's going to be watching the replay. If you don't know anything about the Creators Guild, this is where you can go find out more. This is a group of content creators around the globe that get together and they share ideas and they share content. They prop each other up. They help each other out. And through whatever's going on in their content creation journey, the guild is always there. And this is what this stream is really about. So I am announcing that I am soft relaunching Beyond 280. So I'll start there. Let me start with that. So as you know, Beyond 280 is an interview show where I go and I interview Twitter users. That's kind of my shtick, if you will. And then about a month ago, or a little over a month ago, I also added a kind of another layer to the show where I go a little to the right, and I kind of give my worldview opinion about the topics du jour on Twitter, basically. And so it's gone well. I think it's gone well. I'm not some sort of rock star or anything. I'm not making money hand over fist on this stuff, but it's gone pretty well. And I've got to change capture cards at some point because I keep freezing up. Yes, like an onion layer, Mr. Impartial Geek. Thank you for coming. So basically, what I basically decided that, with this pause in my content creation, I've been kind of mulling it over in my brain that, you know what, I need to streamline this a little bit. I think what I've done is I've almost wanted to create two different shows. And so I kind of tried to do that in the concept of what I'm actually doing. And it feels a little disjointed. So I'm doing away with the duo, if you will, right? Beyond 280 is still going to be Beyond 280. That's exactly what it is. However, the theme is really going to be about going beyond the 280 characters. That's it, right? It doesn't matter what I'm doing, whether I am analyzing some sort of trend or some sort of topic, or if I'm getting to know a Twitter user, basically go behind the avatar, get to know them as human beings, show the world that they're just like you and me, right? That's not going away, but I'm combining the two now. So there is no such thing as a little to the right. Well, there is, and I've got a way I'm going to incorporate that, and I'll show you that on my first official relaunch stream on Monday. And then so basically, yeah, that's it. And so the other thing is I'm changing my schedule up. I've been struggling with the schedule, and with summer coming up, there's some additional things that are going to be happening in my life, my family's lives. So I'm changing my schedule up a little bit to kind of accommodate for that. So I'll be scheduling on Mondays and Wednesdays. That's it. That's all. I'm going to be streaming 2 days a week, Mondays and Wednesdays at 5 p.m. Central. And doesn't matter what day it is. I could be interviewing somebody, or I could just be spouting off at the mouth. I could be, just doing whatever. It's still going to be Twitter. It's still going to be Beyond 280, but I'm just going to not pigeonhole myself on individual days, because what I found is that it's difficult to nail down. Nailbender, if Nailbender was here, I could use that. But if it's difficult to nail down some people to a specific time slot. And that's what I was doing. I was saying, well, Wednesday's my interview show. And that just wasn't working. So I was having a lot of trouble getting people to commit to that time slot. So now I'm going to have an opening on 2 different days. And I may even throw in a Tuesday or a Thursday or whatever. But Monday and Wednesdays are my committed days to stream at 5 p.m. Central. Fridays will be the day that I release my podcast. So that's something else I've been wanting to work on that has been kind of fluctuating a bit, but I've decided to commit to a podcast schedule. So you will start seeing my podcast, and that's anchor.fm/beyond-280. You'll start seeing that every Friday. So I'll have a new episode every Friday with my podcast. So that's kind of my new launch. That's my new strategy, if you will. And now onto my love letter, if you will. And this is great that I've got I've got the Impartial Geek here, and I wanted to specifically call him out. I wanted to call Sai out, and I wish she were here, and she's not. And Dr. Elo as well. You guys have inspired me to do this relaunch. That regardless of the crap that I've been going through, the guild has been there. Right, the guild has had my back. Grimskull has said some nice things to me. Midwest Merchandiser, Chris Guerra, several other people in the guild. Even Kevin, even KMR has been very nice to me, and Andy and all my fellow guildies, Nailbender, and I don't think I would have. I think in the past, without the guild, I might have just said, and just like packed all the shit up and just said, fuck it, right? But I do have a passion for this. I do love doing it. I do love getting out here and connecting with all of you, with the people that come to my shows. I had such a good time a couple weeks back with Alex McDonald of the Polytech show, and I loved doing that. So I just couldn't walk away. I just couldn't walk away. I'm enjoying it too much, and I've got the guild to back me up, and it's been wonderful. Oh, Xanthi as well. In fact, Xanthi is going to be helping me with something that I'm also launching, which I forgot to say. I'm finally putting together my website, so it's beyond280.net. There's just a placeholder there right now, but Xanthi is going to help me with that. Don't worry, I'm going to pay her fair market value, whatever she tells me is fair market value for her services. I'm gonna get there. I mean, I could build it myself, but I have too much going on. I have way too much going on, and I'm not very well versed in WordPress. So I am going to learn from her, but I'm going to get the support of her to help me out with that. So, but anyway, I wanted to again push out my love to you guys, the guild, and for those watching the replay, if it's because of this group right here, it's because of this guild that I am going back out there and just doing it. I'm saying screw it, I'm going to do it, and it's helped. The things that David talks about, that Sai and Elo on their show talk about, have really inspired me to say, you know what, I need to rethink some of this stuff. I need to plan better. I need to commit a little more, right? I was already committed, but now I need to take that next step, and that's what this is all about, and that's why I wanted to have this quick stream. I'm also going to be, what was I going to say? I lost my train of thought because I was looking up and I saw that Xanthi is posting something in the guild. So that I'm going to be, actually, I just got through recording a video for my website. It's just a welcome video that just kind of explains what Beyond 280 is, what I do, and I'm going to put together a mail list and get people to sign up for that so that I can, let them know when I'm going live so that we don't have to rely on YouTube. I am thinking about dropping Facebook. I know, but I don't like the Facebook experience. And it seems like it's too much to handle. So I'm thinking I'm probably going to drop Facebook. So for all you people that like Facebook, I'm sorry. Xanthi, you missed out. You need to, the DVR's on. You can rewind a little bit. I did talk about you. And Sai, talked about you as well. Yeah. Hello. And Grim, so and that's another thing. I will be doing, as an ambassador, I will be doing some streams on the Twitch channel. So I'm really excited about that. Sai and I have been talking about that. And it's going to be really awesome. I can't wait. I've been wanting to do something. I've been wanting to do something else for the guild rather than just show up and ban people and stuff like that. That's cool and all, but I want to do more stuff. I want to be more involved with the guild. I want to help you out, David. David, give me something. Put some tasks out there on that Aura site, and I'll go grab some stuff. Please, I want to help because you guys have helped me so much. Yes, you do, Sai. Go get him. Go get him. You're not allowed to leave Facebook because of the same wise man, Grimskull. So actually, David, while you're here, what do you think? Do you think I'm making the right decision by potentially dropping Facebook? Do you think that's a good idea? I think it is. I've not had, I mean, I've had I've got followers on Facebook, but I'd rather just focus on one. What do you think? Oh, thank you, Xanthi. Xanthi, I told the guild, I told everybody here that I'm requesting your services and that I'm going to be paying you to help me with my website. So we'll be talking about that, I'm sure, later in the guild. As long as you're being very strategic with your content and titles. Yeah, and trust me, I thought about that. I understand that it's easier to it's easier to grow more naturally on Facebook, I guess, but I don't like the experience. I don't enjoy it. I just I'd rather just do YouTube and then put the work in for the content and the titles, right? So the interesting thing is there's not a lot of people that talk about the things I talk about. I've looked it up. There's not a lot of people. Now there's a lot of people that do the political commentary, right? There's a ton of those. But people that talk specifically about Twitter, it's almost non-existent. So so hopefully that'll play in my favor. We'll see. Yeah, Grim says he's a humble servant to the guild, sort of like the Faceless Man. I need a voice changer. Yay. So that was basically it. Xanthi, Sai, I called you out earlier on the stream before you all showed up. I'll go ahead and repeat it real quick. I am streamlining the show. I'm going to 2 days a week streaming, Mondays and Wednesdays at 5 p.m. Central. Friday, I'll be releasing my podcast. So that's my new committed schedule. I'm also not focusing on just interviews or just the political stuff or my commentary on the Twitter stuff. I'm kind of combining the two slightly, and there's no particular day that I'm going to interview. It's just going to happen when it happens. So, and in fact, in some cases, I may record interviews, just because of weird time schedules and stuff like that. So it's coming along. So yes, planning for the win. And again, I give all the props to the guild, to David, to you, Sai, to Dr. Elo, Xanthi, Grim, all you guys for inspiring me, especially with the planning and stuff like that. And Alex, actually, believe it or not, even though we don't talk as much as we should, Alex, since we are we're like buddy now. But Alex inspired me as well. So I'm coming back full force, just differently. So for the longest time, I thought FTW stood fuck the world. It made some comments very strange. Right. For the win. Well, I appreciate it, Grim. I appreciate it, Sai. Yeah, planning for the win. Planning for the win. Absolutely. And so, yeah, so that's what I'm doing. There it is. And I gave my love letter already to the guild. Yeah, and yes, he is Papa. Well, he's Papa Dork every day, Sai. Isn't he? He's Papa Dork every day. So, okay. So that's all I really wanted to talk about. Anybody want to talk about anything specific? I've got a little bit of time to kill before I go on and do my next thing. But again, my first relaunch show will be on Monday at 5 p.m. Central. So that's an interesting question. I wonder if David has ever played World of Warcraft. Sai, the new schedule is Monday at 5 Central, Wednesday at 5 Central. So I'm streaming 2 days a week. And then I'm releasing a podcast every Friday. Or an episode of my podcast every Friday. No, I have not. I need to go in there and do that. But I've got my whiteboard over here, and I don't have my camera hooked up to Ecamm right now. But I've got my whiteboard over here of lists of things I need to do, and that's one of them. Weigh in on the SCOTUS ruling, gun confiscation without a warrant unconstitutional. Yeah, so I actually haven't. I briefly heard about it, and I haven't had a chance to look into it. But yeah, what do I need to weigh in on? Gun confiscation without a warrant is unconstitutional. Isn't that just like common sense? I mean, any kind of confiscation is without a warrant is unconstitutional, right? David, I don't translate time. Sorry. I just don't do it. I refuse to translate time for people. If you can't figure that shit out, then you've got problems. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. If you can't take 5 and subtract 2 to get your fancy schmancy Pacific time zone, then I'm sorry, I can't help you. Yeah. Alex, yeah, let's get rid of red flag laws. In fact, I was really disappointed. Dan Crenshaw, who is my representative and whom I admire, I think he's a pretty cool guy, pretty cool cat, and he actually came out, I think it was last year or maybe it was the year before, and talked about, potentially introducing some red flag legislation. And I was like, that doesn't sound very conservative, you Dan Crenshaw. So. Yeah, we all fail at times. Once we get outside the United States, I'm lost. I don't know what time it is anywhere. If people say, "Well, I'm plus 11 or I'm minus 12," or I don't know. I can't figure that out in my head. I'm terrible with time zones, except for our lowly like 4 here. Is there even such thing as mountain time? You ever notice on network television they'd say, tonight at 7 Central, 5 Pacific, or whatever, or 9 Eastern, 8 Pacific, Central. They always skip mountain time. Why? Why is that? Why? Just nobody lives in mountain time? I think that's rude. I think it's really fucking rude. I confiscate dreams and You're the Sandman. Yes. You're moving your schedule so I can be in the audience on Tuesdays and Thursdays for Dr. Elo and Sai. Every time I see your name, Sai, I want to go say. So I do that. That's actually a good idea. And I'm already on Mondays and Wednesdays. So, yeah, that works. I'm never in the audience for... I know. You just need... You know what? We can solve this. I've got a way to solve this, Xanthi, is for you to just move to the United States. Get your significant other and all your stuff and your cool bottle of... I forget the name of that stuff that you drank. And come to Texas. We'd love to have you here in Texas. Nice. So you hear that, Sai? Xanthi is going to open up. Going to basically put on her alarm and go to sleep, and then wake up in the middle of the night just to see you. How awesome is that? See, look, it's a win-win situation, Xanthi. You would love it in Texas. It's hot. If you can handle the heat, then come on. But beyond that, yeah, come on. Get your butts to Texas. Those mountain people don't have tech anyway. Yeah, they don't have teeth either. Have you seen these guys? Just kidding. I love the mountains. I haven't been to Colorado and seen real mountains since 98. So it's been way too long. It's been 23 years since I've been to the mountains. And I love the mountains, so I need to get back. Oh, so I feel special. Come on, Grim. Let's start a guild commune here in the state of Texas. We can pool our resources, buy like a huge piece of property, and everybody builds their own little houses or whatever on it, and we can call it the Creators Commune. I don't know. What do you think about that? And we grow our own food and produce our own electricity, and fertilize plants with our own poop and stuff like that. How's that sound? I think that sounds pretty cool. Are you serious? Well, Austin, Austin's cool to visit. I would hate to live in Austin. And this is me, being a native Texan. I freaking love it, but number one, there's too many people. It's too loud. It's too liberal, or illiberal, if you will. But outside of Austin, if you can find a nice piece of property outside of Austin or one of the smaller towns like San Marcos or Wimberley or Canyon Lake, or go up to Round Rock, maybe even as far as Waco, you can find some really nice stuff up there, and it's not as crazy. Austin is kind of nuts. It could, because I am so full of it. I am so full of it. It would just, in fact, I can run multiple compounds, I think, for many, many years. Just feed me pizza, out it comes, and there we go. I'm composting everybody. Everybody. Is Danny here? Oh my God. Danny. I'm frozen again. You see, I need to get a new capture card. In fact, here is my buy me a coffee. I really should change that to buy me a capture card. I need to get something a little bit more robust than the one I've got, because it causes me to freeze every so often. So if anybody wants to send me some charity, I'm kidding. I did have one thing to share. I found this really cool thing, so that if the bullshit starts getting too much, and I was gonna debut this on Monday, but since you are all here, I'm gonna show you this now. But if the bullshit starts getting to be too much, I'm just gonna be like, that's how I'm gonna handle that. Look at that bullshit. Just look at that. That's some bullshit right there. I tell you what. So, so there we go. That's my bullshit icon, if you will. If I'm gonna, I'm gonna do it again. Hold on. So let's pretend I'm having a conversation with somebody and they say something really fucking stupid, or it's obvious they're full of shit. I'll just be like, yep. Yeah, check that out. Full of shit. Oh shit, Kevin's here. Kevin is here. Yeah, no, Alex, you do have the copyright claim on Shit's Fucked. So I will not do Shit's Fucked. I'll just say bullshit. So, yes, KMR, you missed it. You fucking missed it. What kind of announcement? I'm coming out as a straight white male. Sorry, all you eligible bachelors out there, but I am a straight white male, and I'm married anyway, so. Very good. Yeah, I also, maybe I should find a mic drop shadow, or maybe I can find a unicorn that's doing this, and then he drops a mic, and then I end the stream. I think that's what I'll end up doing. So Kevin, just for you, I'm doing a soft relaunch, which basically means that I am. Are you? Oh, for that. Hold on, Kevin. Yeah. So I was watching that show. I got you. You got the copyright claim on YouTube from last night. So he was playing the. What did we decide that music was from again? I thought it was public domain, but I guess it's not. So that totally sucks. So Kevin, just for you, I'm going to repeat myself a little bit, so you don't have to go watch the replay. So I don't take up your precious sleeping time tonight. Your beauty sleep, if you will. I am soft relaunching the show. So Beyond 280 is Beyond 280 is going to stay the same, but instead of trying to, have two types of shows on different days, I'm kind of merging everything together. The the interviews are still going to happen, but they're not going to be rigid on specific days. And the worldview stuff, a little to the right, is still going to be a thing, but it's not going to be on a specific day. It's just going to everything's going to kind of blend together, a little bit more streamlined. And I'm changing my streaming days, streaming times, get my schedule to Mondays and Wednesdays at 5 p.m. Central. And Fridays, I will be releasing my podcast episodes. So that's basically it. And also, I did send a little bit of a love letter out to the Guild, just thanking everybody in the Guild. Everybody's been really supportive through some, shit. I mean, I'm not going through shit like David's going through, but shit, I'm going through some shit. And the Guild has been extremely supportive and inspiring, because the content has just been timely over the past week or so, and it's really kind of re-inspired me to say, you know what, I need to just freaking go and do it, because I came close to saying, you know what, fuck it, I'm done. But then I realized I have a lot of passion for this, and I still want to do it. And between the Guild and people like Alex, who had me on his show a couple weeks ago, and Cy, who's been asking me to help out with some Guild content, with Dr. Elo and Cy's podcasts and streams, with Xanthi coming in and wanting to help me with my website. It's been freaking awesome. And Nailbender to come around and just call my shit, just say, hey, fuck you, Scott, fuck you. And without Nailbender, I would probably never I would never fuck off. I would never fuck off without Nailbender to tell me to fuck off. It's reality, and I'm what would I do without Nailbender, to be quite honest? And not only that, I want to still have a show where I can invite Nailbender at the drop of a hat, and he can come on and we can shoot the breeze and talk about peeing in showers. So, and we can also talk about bamboozled. See, it doesn't work with me. So when I say bamboozled, it just bamboozled. It's nothing. But when Cy or Xanthi says bamboozled, it's like angels are singing to me. It is amazing. It's like, amazing grace, how sweet. And so it's just, anyways, it is what it is. Isn't supportive. He kicks my who? Nail does? You changed your background on your monitor, and I like it. That's the only compliment I'll give you today. So I actually plugged in my Apple TV back here and found some cool visualizations to put back there. So, So I wish I had a huge monitor like Alex does. He's got of course, Alex is back up on his monitor like this. But he has a big ass TV behind him, and on some of his shots, it fills in the entire background. I'd like to have that, or like Nick Nimmin with his projector. I would like to have something like that, but yeah, baby steps. About 5 lines up. So wait, now I'm going to have to listen to a little to the right, because it will be a part of Beyond 280, the Twitter show. It's just going to be mixed together instead of, I know, your little snowflake heart isn't going to be able to handle it, but I get it. You're on the left, and so you're going to have meltdowns. That's cool, totally cool. It is what it is. I love you, Kevin. All right. What? Why are you sharing the shit on my channel? What are you doing? Stop. We're not having, all I'm doing is having a conversation with you guys. Oh, hey, everybody. Every day is like Sunday. Yeah, Moz is in the house. Morrissey, get in here. Yeah, finally. Yeah, now the people are showing up. That's right, Cy. Little snowflake heart. Easily melts. Just blah, 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 blah. No. Now that Joseph's here, we need to get everybody in the Guild into this stream so we can all talk about Joseph. All right, I'm not going to repeat myself, Joseph. I'm not going to repeat myself. I repeated myself for Sai, for Xanthi, for Mr. Kevin. So you'll just have to watch the replay to understand what the announcement is. It's not that big a deal, to be quite honest. Not that big a deal. But there is a bit of a little bit of love letter stuff going out to the guild, and just thanking all of y'all for being so supportive, and also watching everybody else be so supportive with each other. It's been fantastic. So, yeah, the whole gang is here. That's right. That was awesome. I feel so loved. You like me. You really like me. Either that or y'all are all drinking and I didn't know about it. I think that's probably what it is. You need to order dinner. Are you even allowed to order dinner? Don't they have shit so locked down that you can't even order dinner? Don't you have to like scrounge like for table scraps and shit there? Because everything is so locked down because they hate you there. They hate their people. The government hates their own people there. Oh, you started to open up. Excellent. So I would suggest McDonald's. I have no idea what you have near you, so McDonald's was the first thing in my mind. I personally would not order McDonald's, but hey, to each their own. Okay, so Danny, love you like a brother. That's no horse. That, sir, is a unicorn. That's a very special unicorn. That's the bullshit unicorn. So when as I'm streaming and I'm having my show, and maybe it's during an interview, or maybe I play a video and the person that is speaking is just spewing bullshit, or they're completely idiotic or whatever, I'm gonna bring up the bullshit unicorn. And just sit there and just let it do its thing, right? So it's a unicorn. So if you got unicorn music, I would love it. I would love it if you had some like awesome, like a loop of a unicorn music. What do you think? I demand opening up pubs. They're open here. Come on, Joseph. I will take you to some of my favorite haunts here in Houston. My favorite is the Red Lion. It's actually owned and operated by an Englishman. So it's an English style pub. We also have a place called Keneally's, which is an Irish pub. Another place called Cecil's, which is it's kind of an Americanized pub, I guess. Oh, you meant Ireland. All open in Cali. There you go. Is unicorn music a genre? I think it is. I think there is a genre for unicorn music. It sounds like rainbows. Yeah. Red Lion is a very typical pub name. I know. I think he did that on purpose because we're a bunch of country bumpkins here in Texas. So he was like, I'll just call it Red Lion, and they'll come flocking because they think that all pubs are called Red Lion. So I think that's probably what it is. It's not what it is. The Celtic Tavern, nice. Yeah, I think I like English pubs more than Irish pubs. No offense, Kevin. No offense. Yeah, so I think I'm not really sure. Maybe it's just, I don't know. There's also the Richmond Arms, which is, believe it or not, it's on a street called Richmond. There used to be one called the Ashford Pub. It's closed down. I'm trying to think of some of the other ones I used to go to. I do have a good friend who is, he has a band called Blackguards, and they are, he's Irish. He's from, I can't remember now. Can't remember where he's from, but I dated his sister. But anyways, and he has basically it's an Irish rock band, but they do kind of some of the folky stuff, but they add a metal sound to it. What do you mean, what the heck do rainbows sound like? Have you not heard a rainbow sigh? Good Lord. You don't have sessions in English pubs. Irish pubs are the best, especially in the country where everyone knows your name. Cheers. Use Pippi Lestrum, unicorn. So, hey, if anybody knows music, it's going to be Danny. So apparently there is a unicorn genre of music. So what's funny, Alex, about pubs, and I don't know if you saw the movie At World's End with Simon Pegg. Great flick. Simon Pegg is my peeps because he plays kind of like an old school goth guy who wants to relive his glory days, and they go on this pub run basically. But it's funny because they go into the first pub and it's like it's like they don't remember it being that way, and then they go to the next pub in this town, and it's exactly the same as the previous pub. And so I was talking to my buddy Daniel about this. He's from Huddersfield, and he basically said, yeah, that's what's happened to pubs in the UK. In the UK, or at least in England, that they've gotten corporatized, and so they've basically taken existing pubs and stamped their image all over these pubs, so they all basically kind of look the same, kind of have the same stuff. The same highlighted beers, the same type of food. I mean, it's actually kind of makes me sad. The Dublin pubs were awesome with the live music. I love Irish music. So, yeah, bars and pubs. Bars are the new ones. Pubs are more owned by breweries and leased out to landlords. Okay. Yeah, Weatherspoons has bought up all the locals, right? So if in that movie At World's End, they kind of allude to that, right? And it's actually pretty funny. Yes, Shaun of the Dead with Simon Pegg, Alex. Yeah, if you haven't seen At World's End, it's a little over the top, but of course all of Simon Pegg's movies are. But it's a little over the top, but it's really really funny. And again, Simon Pegg is my peeps because I grew up, kind of not really a goth kid, but all my friends were all like goth and punk and hardcore and all that. And so he plays basically a 40-something-year-old guy who's outgrown that, supposed to have, but he still wears his Sisters of Mercy shirt and his trench coat and stuff like that. And he's still trying to live the old lifestyle, and all his friends have moved on. He's got a lawyer friend, and he's got one that's a doctor, and it's just really funny. He's trying to relive the glory days, basically. Can I buy any of you cunts a drink? Yeah, exactly. Oh, Peyton, what's up, man? Hey, one of my favorite quotes from Shaun of the Dead is Simon Pegg's mom. They're talking about, I forget which character, but he's already turned into a zombie, and she's like, he's a bit bitey. Cracks me up every time. No, it's totally cool here. Totally cool here. Well, I mean, I'll defer to the ladies in the channel whether we should use the C word or not. But I like the way the people in the UK, especially in Ireland, the way they use it. It's just kind of like it's just like ingrained in their language. Like I had a boss, Owen Finn, this was his name, and he was from Ireland. And in fact, he kind of went back and forth between Ireland. He was in Galway and Houston, so he would kind of come back and forth. And in the middle of meetings, I swear to God, in the middle of meetings, like every other word was fuck or cunt. And I kid you not, it was like every other word. Fucking cunt this and cunt that, fucking cunt. And it's like, it was crazy. It was really, really funny. And then he was even worse when you did like one-on-one meetings. So I've lost some viewers. I had 11 people on here. What happened? I need the whiny voice. I need a Go XLR for my Mac. Okay, guys. Well, I am going to take off. I was really only going to come on for like 20 minutes and talk about my change of plans, but please come back on Monday at 5 p.m. Central, and I'll do a little math. I'll do a little math just for you people that can't figure it out. So 5 p.m. Central is 4 p.m. Mountain. There you go. That's all you need to know. Right? So 5 p.m. Central Time is 4 p.m. Mountain Time for all you hillbillies in the mountains. I know there's a lot of y'all out there. I think they... No, Morrissey, they love you. Morrissey, you're big in the Latin countries, right? Like in Mexico and El Salvador and Colombia and stuff like that. You're huge there. Did you know that? I think you're big in Puerto Rico too. Hey, Danny, is Morrissey big in Puerto Rico? I think he is. I think he's big there too. Okay, so I am going to kill it. Yeah, he is. I told you. I know Maz. I know Morrissey when I see him. Oh, where's David? You should fight David on his next stream about that. All right, I'm out of here, folks. But come again Mondays at 5 p.m. Central, Wednesdays 5 p.m. Central, and every Friday I'll be releasing my podcast. So I don't have one in the pipeline yet, but I will have one for next Friday. And that's my new schedule, and I'm sticking to it. And I hope you come along with me. And yeah, I just hope you come along with me. I don't think you disagree. Okay. All right, guys. Have a great weekend. I will see you on the guild, and peace out. Oh, that schedule is wrong. Ignore this schedule. That's what the unicorn says. The unicorn says to ignore this schedule. So he's going to come over here. This happy little unicorn. And he's just going to come over here. And he's going to say, fuck that shit. Fuck that schedule. Look at him. He's stomping all over that. This unicorn is stomping all over my old schedule. Fuck that schedule. Fuck it.